All right, y'all. We are radiating love regardless of what day it is, okay? Or what holiday it is. We have a passionate new beginning, okay? I feel like there's this creative spark playing out. Let's get some messages for you guys. All right. 2 of Cups. Wow. I feel like this is like an amazing partnership. I feel like this energy is going to represent something for you. It's going to be like a mirror of how much hard work you've put into yourself and how you're seeing this in your reality. This is someone that is going to be able to look at you straight in the eye because they have integrity, they have strong morals, they want to see themselves in a partner. There's someone who prioritizes showing up for someone else because they too want someone to show up for them. They may have been through quite a bit. So let's see. I feel like this is a passionate new beginning in love, partnerships, could be friendships, may start off as a friend. I'm getting that it's love. Ace of Cups, look at this. Love is in the air. And you radiate love because you are love. You prioritize love. And there's been this painful ending and experiences with the 10 of Swords. You know, love has not been kind to you, but yet you still radiate love, which is beautiful. Again, passionate new beginning. So you may be someone who's like very creative, very bright, very like inspiring even. I feel like you've used the pain of the past to bring in what you truly desire, okay? What you truly want. I feel like maybe you've even thrown a lot of things into a fountain. Maybe fountains are really significant. But I'm getting like, you know, you're surrounded by the Holy Spirit. Like you embody love, okay? And sometimes people can't handle your love. I feel like, yeah, this is that creative outlet. Like this is you creating something as a result of an experience or what you've learned. Like there's some sort of craft here. There's some sort of like specialty here. This is mastering a skill. So what are we mastering? Balance, harmony, and peace with judgment. All right. So this was at the bottom of the deck. All right. So I feel like what you're doing is something that you do a lot. Like it could be something that you repeat or you perfect over time. I feel like you had to start somewhere, and through practice, through dedication and devotion, it's become something that you can look to as a measurement of success. I feel like others look to it as well as a measurement of success. I feel like 8 Pentacles is recognizing how far you've come, okay? I have the Moon. You may be tapping into the subconscious mind. You might be producing something that has some sort of relation to things that might be unseen, or maybe things are coming to light through what you do. I mean, what I'm seeing is like the mandalas. Those are very significant in this reading. So you may resonate with like sacred geometry and things like that. I did get the Strength card. So heavy Leo energy, but it doesn't have to be. I'm getting that like you're fearless, even in difficult, unseen, unknown situations. Like you're not like, sometimes the Moon can represent like fears, anxiety. I feel like you also walk with spirit. So I'm getting like you're very tapped in and you have protection in the physical as well as the spirituals. Also what I'm getting, there's this ranking to you too. I feel like you have persevered. There's a lot of inspiration here. There's a lot of courage. There's a lot of confidence. Okay, and then I have the Sun card. Yeah, I feel like this is your strong connection with the divine. I feel like, you know, this is, you know, Father, Mother, God. And I feel like they walk alongside of you, okay? So you're never alone, whether you're in the spiritual or the physical, all right? So this is letting you know that, like, it's like, I'm getting with the lions. It's like the instincts are on point. Okay, your spiritual instincts are on point. Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you see through the BS and you know like where people are at on their path. I feel like you have this insight, you have this knowledge, you have this intuition even to see like where things could be hidden for others so that it comes to light. Sometimes they don't see it because it's behind them, but something behind them needs to be brought forward so it can be seen. Okay, maybe they're only focusing on the past pain and there's something else here to gain. There's something else to know. So you could be someone who provides this as a service or a guide or some sort of insight. There's some sort of like patterns, recognitions. There's this interesting energy. Four of Wands. I have 4. Fours are significant here. I would say this is really like deeply rooted, grounded, stable, secure. So it's like mental stability, right? With the swords. And then it's like being able to free yourself. So maybe there's a bit of like freeing oneself from past limitations. With the swords, it's like the past pain, the past suffering, the past thoughts that may have created some sort of like heartbreak, betrayal, even, or just how we process things and how we think of things. I feel like there's this like reaching a higher level. There's this like, I set this goal for myself and I'm making it happen. I feel like it's as a result of experiences that you've had. I feel like there's been a change of thought, even like going within to connect with the divine too. There's that. You could very much be working through challenges. You may feel challenged, or you feel like there could be competition, or maybe people see you as competition. But I feel like the path in front of you has not been easy. So I feel like you reaching a milestone through this process was something that you were meant to experience. I'm getting, you know, there was a lot that played out here. I feel like with the Chariot, you're moving forward. I feel like this is like yin and yang, integrated energy, 8 of Cups, soul searching energy. I feel like you took these challenges on and you persevered through them. You overcame them. I feel like, you know, there's no stopping you. I feel like you will walk away from things that no longer serve you. I feel like there very well could have been a lot of things going on behind your back, but I feel like you left it there. Like you didn't take it with you. I feel like you realized that whatever you were being called to overcome and create some sort of like stability for oneself, whether it was in a partnership or not. I am getting like the 4 of Wands can represent like the 11-11, the twin flame, the partnerships. I feel like, you know, you might have dealt with someone who put you in competition with others for their own like sense of value and worth. Like that's how they operated. But I feel like you let them be where they're at and you continue to push forward regardless of the obstacles and challenges. And you did this, like you accomplished this, which is great. All right, 8 of Cups. Yeah, you had to leave all this behind. I feel like what's on the horizon here, I feel like you're making big plans. Your plans have, you know, adventure written all over them. So you could be like a big daydreamer. You could be taking inspired action towards your future. Maybe there's a lot of dreams playing out here for you, but I feel like you've been freed from something. So it's like you can start over. We have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like there might have been a bit of like sitting back and like watching something to see if it's really for you or not. I'm getting like not everything is for you. There are things that are meant for you and then there's things that just create illusion here. There's a lot of fear, anxiety, and illusion here. Okay. I'm also getting there's a lot of trickster energy that might want to get in the way of your destination. Okay. So be mindful. King of Wands. King of Wands. Fire sign energy. It's clarifying the Strength card. Nine of Cups. Like relaxing, enjoying the fruits of labor. It's like it's almost like someone is dreaming of you as much as you are dreaming of them. So this is that Four of Wands too, is what I'm getting. I feel like maybe someone watches you from afar. Maybe they're unknown to you at this time with the moon. I'm getting the King of Wands. Could be a queen or a king. Don't get so hung up on the gender on the card. Again, like this is feminine energy, but I feel like your wishes and dreams are about to come true, and it's God-given. And I feel like the deliverer of this could be represented as someone who sees the value that you bring to the table. I feel like there's a lot of love here. This vibration is very high. Okay, with the Sun and the Nine of Cups. So, you know, maybe there's been a lot of like entertaining options, and now there's this, wait a minute, like there's something that I choose differently this time. So maybe someone's choosing differently. Okay, maybe what they're valuing is different than maybe what they valued before, because they went from the 7 to the 9. So it's kind of like they had to go within here and find their own vibration of love, and then as a result of that, they're looking for that match, and that's that Two of Cups that we saw at the beginning. All right, Knight of Cups. They may have a motorcycle, or you might like motorcycles. I feel like the Knight of Cups is like something coming your way that is going to brighten up your day, like have you think about like, wow, like really? I feel like there's a oh really. Okay, I feel like there's this new outlook on life, or seeing things with a fresh set of eyes, or maybe someone sees you as something very different than maybe what they've experienced before, and so that's the new outlook that they have. They're like, wow, this person's like, you know, takes a leap off the cliff here without looking. Like there's this fresh start playing out here, a new beginning even. Six of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there is this moving away from things that are turbulent and not peaceful. So this is you moving towards peace and harmony. Okay, I feel like this past energy, is this in the reverse? Yeah, I feel like you're moving away from things that don't bring you success or victory or peace of mind. Okay, there's a bit of peace of mind. I'm also getting, is this past energy here? Yeah, so I'm getting like this Knight of Cups could be the one that kept, there's like this lying, this deceiving, this backstabbing here. I feel like somebody might want to spin the block and present a new offer. You may have had a commitment with them in the past, but I feel like you're moving to calmer waters because this energy put you in competition with the Five of Wands. And you're not an option, you're the only option is what I'm getting. So you're not accepting anything less than what you deserve. And I feel like someone may have created their own obstacles for themselves and have found that maybe they're not feeling successful or victorious in the endeavors that they have. So this could be, I'm getting some past energy as part of this reading. So I feel like there's still some things playing out here in the energy that I'm picking up on. Now, don't take something that doesn't resonate with you, okay? So not all readings are for you, so I need you to use your discernment. I have an Emperor. I feel like this could be known in the environment that you're calling in some sort of partnership. And I feel like this past energy very well could feel a bit like needing to make a move, right? I feel like they want to control the situation, or they feel like someone is coming in to replace them. This could be feminine or masculine. So again, like there could be this push and pull. There could be these like emotional games, even mental games. So I feel like someone likes to play with people's emotions and likes to tell them what they want to hear. So I feel like, and it's to create obstacles. It's to create some sort of like not being able to move on from someone. So I feel like, you know, this is not going to lead to anything successful. You know, there is this 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So what I'm getting is, this is bottom of the deck. So a bit of like what you don't see is that I feel like somebody may have tried to create something, but it's in reverse. So I feel like whatever they went towards was unsuccessful. So there's some sort of like failure here. Yeah, I feel like if they're not able to, I'm getting like if they can't pull you again, then they look like a failure. Okay, because they were like maybe gloating on the fact that like to the circles, okay, so their circles, it could be coworkers, friends, family, whatever. Yeah, I feel like there might have been a bit of slandering going on, maybe even a bit of like trying to create something and it not panning out. I feel like you're the one that's being seen as successful and in your passion and purpose. And I feel like there's a bit of like, it's almost like they didn't see this when they were with you. Okay, Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you're stepping into a position of leadership. You're stepping into a position of helping others along the path because you've set that course for yourself. Like you're deciding the direction that you take. You're in your most authentic energy. You're empowered. You're in alignment and you are creating based on this direction that you receive. Okay, interesting. This Emperor is what I'm getting, is that this is somebody who wants to control and manipulate and spin the narrative. Someone spun the narrative about why it was okay for them to entertain many behind your back. So I feel like there might have been a whole slander campaign for some of us. Yeah. And then there's the Queen of Swords. Like the Queen of Swords is going to stand up and do what's right, whether it's popular or not. And so, you know, the Queen of Swords is going to speak their truth. Okay, so this could be feminine or masculine, but I feel like she sets the direction. She's going to speak on that. We have the Page of Swords. So there's like this realization, right, that maybe someone was telling the truth the whole time. Maybe now there's clarity coming to the situation. It's almost like someone believed their own lies, and this whole time they have now woken up and come to the realization, Page of Swords, that they were manipulated. I feel like someone was playing tricks the whole time. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups and the Moon and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like maybe they thought they were pulling the strings, but come to find out someone pulled the strings on them. So it's like, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it. I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like there's this realization that like someone was playing a game with them while they were playing a game with you. So it's like things have come full circle. There's this realization here, okay? I feel like you're being observed also from afar. Maybe there's some sort of like casting something out and watching to see if it affects you in any kind of way. I feel like it's not affecting you because you're protected by the Most High. All right. So I feel like their attempts to defeat you have failed. Okay. You have too much courage and strength. Empress energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy here. You are unmatched, my friend. Okay. Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. And then we have the 4 of Swords. So I'm getting this energy is still up to their same old tricks. Okay, so there's not been any change or growth here, is what I'm getting. I feel like they still lead with like the love bombing, maybe even the gaslighting and the lustful energy. The Hermit. There also is this energy of like not knowing what you're up to. So if you keep to yourself, like what's going on in your life is not in the environment. And I'm also getting like they could be reaching out to your friends, or they've involved some sort of group. And I feel like maybe that's why you keep your circle close to the heart. Like not everybody's allowed into your energy. You protect your energy. You have a new beginning, okay? And you're moving towards union with oneself, the divine, and maybe a partner. And so right now, your focus is your own spiritual journey and quest, regardless of what other people think, okay? I feel like you don't care what other people think. And that's beautiful. You shouldn't. Yeah, because you're the star. You are the star of the show, okay? This is you understanding that like you have a higher calling, you've said yes, and you're in your purpose, and you are the healer. You're meant to share your divine guidance, your healing energy, your magic, whatever you want to call it, your business, your art, your music, your creative expression in whatever way that is, okay? You're meant to share this for the highest and greatest good of all. You're meant to radiate love in whatever way that is for you. And it's not limited to a specific day. I feel like it is going to bring in some sort of stability and security for you. Earth signs present. We have Aries here. We have air signs. We have Virgo energy. I feel like, you know, there was this attempt to keep you from acceleration, development, growth, expansion. I feel like the blockages that they wanted for you, they are experiencing in their own life as a result of their own karma and misfortune. So if they wished ill will on you in a form of misfortune, so like not receiving business, not receiving money, like, you know, whatever that might be, I feel like that is happening to them because they were a bit of a gold digger themselves. I feel like the steps that they took have led them to a place where, you know, they're feeling battered, wounded, maybe a bit no longer in power, okay? Maybe they're experiencing what they put you through and they're not liking the position that they're in. I don't feel like they thought that they would end up in this position. Maybe they never thought they would have to be held accountable for the actions and steps they took, but I feel like they're being held accountable. And so is this queen. I feel like there's this other outside influence here in this reading, but we're not going to really go there. I do feel like the World card, I feel like things have come to a place of completion. So maybe that could be playing out in the environment right now. There is this like not wanting to be accountable for one's actions against others. And so there is this energy of like avoiding judgment, or maybe someone lied because they didn't want to be held accountable for their actions. Yeah, I feel like someone spun a narrative to justify the actions they took against you so that they look good, okay? Because they care what people think. Right. And then there's the devil. So, you know, there's this energy of like having no self-control, abusing others because they've been abused. There's this understanding of like things take time to play out. So many of us are maybe feeling a bit impatient in the process. I feel like this is a reminder that like it took a while for all this to build, okay? So it's going to take a bit to unravel, okay, and let things play out. With the Judgment card, I feel like this is a wake-up call for somebody because they made a lot of investments into somehow defaming your character. And what I'm getting is that the investments made to defame you will only benefit you in the end, okay? So be patient. Yeah, there's that new beginning, okay? There's this offer, an opportunity potentially coming your way. So it's like you invested your energy wisely. You have continued to be on the path of growth and development. In fact, you may be helping others to grow spiritually themselves. There could be something new that you're creating. And then I have a Page of Cups. I feel like, what's being created here is, it has something to do with the effects of maybe the world itself, like literally, like the planet, like far reaching, like being able to share yourself, radiating love with the world, whatever that might be for you. I feel like you do things from a place of love. You have a lot of love, but you understand that like sometimes people might be a bit untrustworthy. So I feel like you had to learn that your magic isn't for everybody, and not everybody deserves your magic. Yeah, I have a Magician. I feel like what you're here to create has a big impact on the world. And so you're not here to play it small. So you may be called to kind of like step into the limelight. I'm getting like you're meant to share your abilities, your gifts, your perspectives on life. I feel like you've experienced a lot more than like what people would think you've experienced. And again, like you're staying optimistic about love. You're staying optimistic about the future. Okay. The future of humanity. You are remaining in a positive mindset. I feel like you understand how the world works, which is your mind creates your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. This is like inner alchemy. So you very well may be someone who helps people transmute their energy from fear, anxiety, pain, and thoughts that are negative, right? Because of all the things that they've experienced, but you're able to help them get from one perspective to another perspective. Okay. And so I feel like that's part of your gifts. And so you're meant to help others that come across you in that way. And here's the thing, like, we're not all for everybody, right? Like some of us are meant to only attract what we resonate with because of our own personal experiences. It also can represent like children or being a bit different than everybody else. So maybe see how that might resonate. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of bullies in your life. I feel like people attack you because you mirror back to them what they need to work on. And not everybody likes that perspective. But I feel like that's your God-given right. Ace of Swords, like you're meant to do this. This is something that you're meant to communicate and share, whether they like it or not. Okay, it's not up to them. Six of Pentacles, yeah, you're meant to share and receive guidance. Okay, I feel like as you come across people, you're meant to share your divine wisdom. Okay, and then I have the Six of Pentacles here. All right, I feel like things are about to pick up for you. I feel like there's a lot of forward movement, traction, energy is in alignment and on track. So if you're wondering, like, are you on track with where you're at? The answer is yes. The Devil is clarifying the Judgment. And the Knight of Swords, as well as the Seven of Cups, as well as the Moon. So I feel like, you know, you're not here to play it small, okay? You're not here to play it small. All right. And the things that you highlight for others for their own personal development is so that they can grow past these attachments and the manipulation. Okay. I feel like you bring clarity to the situation so that they can overcome these things for themselves. Release the burdens of the past, the pain, the suffering, maybe even release past patterns from ancestral trauma and do things a bit differently. Like, we're not meant to hold on to everything. We're meant to release it and put it down. Maybe you help people put it down because you bring love, you radiate love, like you pour into other people's cups. What's important is that you also pour into your own. You also give yourself that self-love. I feel like you are very much in balance, harmony, peace. You bring love to the situation. So oftentimes you might be seen as someone who's like a peacemaker, right? And then we have the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like somebody is missing your love. You deserve love for sure. Okay, yeah, someone is missing your love with the Five of Cups. Again, like, you're not, like, sometimes King of Cups here. I feel like sometimes there's this energy of, like, people make free will choices, okay? The Lovers is also about decisions and choices made, especially when it comes to relationships and other people. I feel like, you know, you might fill other people's cups, but I feel like this energy was much more interested in everything else, like the whole temptation aspect of things, okay? So maybe, yeah, and then we have a King of Pentacles here. Oops. But I feel like, here's the thing, like, what isn't going to serve you anymore is going to bring in what does. And I will tell you right now that not all has been lost. In fact, you have been found and you will be found, and continue to create what you're inspired to create. It will bring in stability, security, and abundance for you. This also can represent somebody coming in to co-create with you, which is amazing. So continue to stay optimistic. There's a passionate new beginning coming in. I feel like you learned a lot, and sometimes we have to just like absorb what we've experienced and learned before we start that new cycle. So some of us are still, some things are still kind of playing out in the background, okay? But I feel like you being optimistic in love is really important at this time. Like, don't give up. Continue to radiate love. We all need it. And I'm sending lots of love. And I hope you have the most amazing day.